Ferru Mavitun is the founder and CEO of NetSpark, a web app security scanner. He's been working in the industry for 15 years and joins us now from London. Thanks for joining us on the programme. So as we start to learn more about who may have been behind this, where is this being pointed? Is this a state-sponsored attack or is this by rogue individuals?
Thank you for having me. It seems like this is, I don't believe what we see today, it doesn't look like a particularly targeted attack. It seems like a group of opportunists who used stolen, as you said, the stolen exploits to have an opportunity, exploit lots of computers and simply make money out of them by keeping them, by requesting ransom. And what we see today is organizations such as NHS and various other organizations around the world is not secure against these attacks by just not simply following the best security practice.
And why do you think that is? Why do organisations like the NHS, which has been hit hard by this, why haven't they updated their security concerns? I mean, we knew that this lapse in the security was there months ago when the first set of data was released by the hacking groups.
Correct, yeah. The reason I believe, there are multiple reasons. One of the reasons is if you are using Windows XP, there is no patch. So because Microsoft has finished the support for Windows XP, so all of the Windows XP and all the Windows computers effectively is vulnerable, and there was no patch until today. Actually, they released a hot patch just to fix this. So that's part of the issue. The other part of the issue is a general problem of if you have a massive organizations and you need to patch multiple systems, there are various problems, and if you don't have a good procedure to do this, it will happen. So simply put, it's a bad organization, but obviously the bigger the organization gets, all these problems are much more complicated to solve. Having said that, what we need to be worried about here, if a random attack can hit NHS and similar organizations, that means a targeted attack can simply hit similar organizations and we wouldn't be even aware of it. That means like stolen private data, loss of private data, lots of maybe even more important stuff. So I think that's the most important bit. If a random attack can do this, what a targeted attack can do.
Absolutely, and that's finally, then let's talk about that targeted attack. Now, of course, the concern will be that the next big attack is targeted and hits vital infrastructure like power stations. Are we getting close to that happening in the coming years and months? And what can organizations do to try and defend against that, if anything?
Right. When it comes to obviously more mission critical or more critical places, like we're talking about infrastructure, smart grid, etc., attacks to this kind of places, I don't believe it can be this easy. This is effectively an easy attack. As you said, it's been known, they should have patched. So I believe all those critical infrastructure pieces cannot be targeted as easy as this. That doesn't mean they are secure completely. But when it comes to wider organizations, various organizations, bigger companies, or again, organizations who doesn't normally worried about this kind of attacks, such as NHS, I don't think, they had a big, massive defense system and thinking about, who is going to steal patient data, even though it's important, they will keep hit by this. And the reality of that, if you're looking at the more infrastructure critical places, then what we're looking for, only a targeted attack needs to be successful because, we believe, and I believe, and it should be absolutely true at this point, none of that kind of critical piece of infrastructure can be hit as easy as this. But there are other problems like the first time around, when NSA, the leaked exploits from the NSA, they were 0 day at one point. So at one point, someone knew these vulnerabilities, and then they could have carried a targeted attack with those, with that information. Mm-hmm. Now it's not possible, but the very same attack against critical infrastructure would have been possible 5 months ago by certain parties, whether it is a state actor or just, a random someone who happened to find that particular vulnerability.
Okay, Ferru Mavitun, thanks so much for joining us.